Hello, welcome to Pause, Practice, Play. Today, we'll be moving through a power yoga practice, which I desperately need as I have been sitting a lot of the day. So some of you may know my other job I have is in payroll, and then I just do a lot of back end yoga building stuff. So was doing a lot of sitting at a desk today, working on different things. So I know that I really need to move my body, and I am here to guide y'all through some movement as well. So with that, we're going to do a 45-minute practice, really work out some tension in the body, strengthen areas in the body, increase or attempt here to increase some mobility, increase strength, and increase our ability to balance. So getting into some balancing poses here as well, and make sure that we have everything, oh my gosh, looking okay. All right, so thank you all for being here, whether you're finding me here on Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook. Thank you so much for being here. I do have some goals that I am setting here for December. So I have a goal of reaching 25 followers on Twitch. So thank you so much if you're already following me in that space. And if you're not and are finding value from these daily practices, do feel free to follow me on Twitch. And I have a goal to reach 150 subscribers in the month of December on YouTube. So again, make sure that you are subscribed. If you're finding value from these daily practices, share out with others who might also find value from these practices. With that, let's get into our practice today. And today we'll for the most part just work with our body, but do feel free if you have props at home that you'd like to bring in, feel free to bring in whatever you feel would best support your practice today. We'll start in a seated position, cross-legged or otherwise, whatever feels best for you. And just breathing. So here, starting with a few deep breaths in and out through the nose. As you breathe in, feeling your belly fill up with the breath, feel that expanse through front and back ribs. And as you breathe out, feeling your ribs pull back to center, gentle draw of your belly in, full breath out. Couple more deep breaths here. On your next inhale, opening your arms out to a T. Reach forward, round your back, chin to chest. Breath out. Open, inhale, look forward or up. Close and reach. Exhale. Open, breath in. Once more, close. Open, reaching both hands high. Inhale. Right arm down, left reaches up and over to your right. Both hands high, breath in. Left arm down, right up and over to your left. Both hands high, inhale. Releasing your fingertips to the ground behind you, look up. Keeping your hands behind, chin to chest. Here, bring your chin to center and switch legs, whatever's in front to back or top to bottom. Open your arms out to a T, breath in. Twist to your right, drop your right hand behind, left to your right shin or over your thigh, couple breaths. Unwind from your twist, arms out to a T. Twist to your left, dropping your left hand behind, right to your left shin or over your thigh. Unwind, arms out to a T. Reach forward, round your back, chin to chest. Open, inhale, look forward or up. Close and reach. Exhale. Open, breath in. Once more, close. Open, reaching both hands high. Inhale. Right arm down, left up and over to your right. Both hands high, breath in. Left arm down, right up and over to your left. Both hands high, inhale. Hands to prayer. Here, plant your heels on the ground in front of you. Flex your toes. Anchor your sit bones to the ground in modified boat, engaging through your inner thighs, abs, and hips. Reach your arms out in front of you, palms up, pull your shoulders back. Breath in. As you exhale, opening your arms to a T, squeeze through your back. Come back to center, inhale. Open, exhale. Center, breath in. Once more, open. Cactus arms, bending your elbows 90, breath in. On your exhale, close your arms, rotating your palms towards your face. Open, breath in. Close, breath out. Open, inhale. Close, strong through your chest. Reach your arms up, breath in. Legs long, forward fold. Float your arms down, resting your hands on or either side of your legs. Ease your shoulders back, reach out through the crown of your head. Couple deep breaths. On your breath in, reach your arms forward and up, rising back up to a tall seat. Plant your right foot on the ground, twist to your right, dropping your left hand to your right shin, right fingertips to the ground behind you. Stay for a couple breaths. Here, unwind from your twist, extend your right leg long, reach your arms up, plant your left foot on the ground as you exhale, twisting to your left, right hand over your left shin, left fingertips to the ground behind you. Unwind, reaching your arms forward and up. Extend your left leg long. Drop your fingertips to the ground behind you. A little bend to your knees. Look up. Keeping your hands behind, chin to chest. Chin to center. Bring your knees in. Shift your weight, making your way to tabletop. Here, coming to your hands and knees hip width under hips. Hands shoulder width, shoulders above wrists. Extending your right leg long behind you, heel hip height, internal rotation through the hip so the toes point straight down, and then send your left arm forward and up. Breath in, elbow to knee, pull it in. Limbs long, inhale, elbow to knee, exhale. Limbs long, breath in. Once more, elbow to knee. Limbs long. And return hand and knee to your mat. Switch left leg long behind you, heel hip height, right arm forward and up, shoulder height. Breath in, elbow to knee, pull it in. Limbs long, inhale, elbow to knee. Limbs long, and once more, elbow to knee. Limbs long, return hand and knee to your mat. Now, preferably, you don't have a cat in your way, but he's so cute. He's so cute. Okay, we're gonna make our way onto our belly. Hands under shoulders. Chin or forehead to your mat, elbows tucked to the sides of your body. On your breath out, traction the heels of your hands back. Tilt your ribs up. Soften your shoulders back for small cobra. Lower down. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Strong through your low back. Lower down. Breath in. Once more. Lift. Stay for an inhale. Lower down. Exhale. Both arms down alongside your body, palms down, chin or forehead to your mat. Breath in. Locust pose on your exhale, lifting your head, lift your chest, shoulders, arms, legs. Squeeze through the back. Lower down. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Lower down. Breath in. Once more. Lift. Stay for an inhale. On your exhale, lower down. Sending your right arm forward, thumb up, left arm alongside your body, palm down, chin or forehead to your mat. Breath in. On your exhale, lift. Right arm, left leg. Lower your limbs. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Lower your limbs. Breath in. Once more, lift. Stay for an inhale. On your exhale, lower your limbs. Left arm forward, thumb up. Right arm alongside your body, palm down. Chin or forehead to your mat. Breath in. On your exhale, lift. Left arm, right leg. Lower your limbs. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Lower your limbs. Breath in. Once more, lift. Stay for an inhale. Lower your limbs. Exhale. Hands under shoulders. Tilt your ribs up for a small cobra. Breath in. Tabletop. And then here, bringing your knees wide. Child's pose. Hips back, forehead rests on your mat. Couple deep breaths here. Reaching long through arms, hands, and fingers. Anchor through the pads of your fingers, heels of your hands. On your exhale, shift forward to high plank. Shoulders above wrists. Press back to your heels, press down to your hands, and then bringing a little bend to your knees. Breath in. Downward facing dog. Send your hips back and high, pressing the ground away. And feel free to find some movement here. You might pedal out your feet, sway your hips, shake or nod your head. And breathe. Deep breath in. Empty your breath. Make your way to the top of your mat. Sweep your arms back. Look forward. Halfway lift. Breath in. Chair, hips back and down. Reach forward. Breath out. Rise to mountain, pressing down to your feet. Reach up. Right arm down, left up and over to your right. Both hands high. Breath in. Left arm down, right up and over to your left. Both hands high. Inhale. Chair, hands to prayer. From here, stepping your left foot back, heel comes down. Warrior one, press strong through your feet, reach your arms up. Inhale. Hinge forward, strong through your belly, sweep your arms back. Reaching your arms forward and up, breath in. Cactus arms, bend your elbows 90. Reach up, inhale. Hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Warrior one, reach. Cactus. Once more through, reaching up, breath in. Hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Reach up, inhale. Cactus. And then opening your arms out to a T, palms face down. Spin your back toes to the long edge of your mat, widen your stance for warrior two. Front knee above your ankle toward your pinky. Straighten your front leg, breath in. Return to your lunge, press strong through your heel. Straighten your leg, inhale. Return to your lunge, exhale. Straighten your leg, breath in, and here find triangle, keeping your front leg long. Reach your right arm forward, dropping your hand to your thigh, left hand high. Reverse warrior. Returning to your lunge, option to lift your front heel, releasing your left hand to your leg or low back, right hand high. And you can look up to the side or behind, whatever feels best for your neck. On your exhale, warrior two. Hands to hips, pivot your back foot in, toes forward, finding again warrior one, reach up. Hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Back foot forward, hands to prayer, halfway lift. Chair, hips back and down, reach forward. Stepping your right foot back, heel comes down, warrior one, press strong to your feet, reach up. Inhale. Hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Exhale. Reach your arms forward and up, breath in. Cactus arms, pull your elbows down 90. Reach up, inhale. Hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Reach up, breath in. Cactus, breath out. Reach up, inhale. Hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Warrior one. Cactus. And then here, opening your arms to a T, palms face down. Spin your back toes open to the long edge of your mat, widen your stance. Warrior two. On your next inhale, straighten your front leg. Return to your lunge, press down to your heel. Straighten your leg, inhale. Return to your lunge. Straighten your leg, triangle. Left hand forward and down, right hand high. Reverse warrior, returning to your lunge. Option to lift your front heel, lay your arms back. On your exhale, warrior two, front heel comes down, arms open to a T. Hands to hips, pivot your back foot in, toes forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Back foot forward, hands to prayer, halfway lift. Chair, hips back and down, reach forward. Rise to mountain, reach up. Hands to prayer. Here, lift your right heel. On your exhale, slide your toes out to your right and up. Come back to center, inhale. Slide your toes out and up. Center. Once more, out and up. Keeping your leg abducted, drop your toes to the ground. Left hand to your hip, right hand to your right hip or thigh. Left hand high, breath in. Reach up and over to your right. Breath out. Come back to center, inhale. Reach up and over, exhale. Center. And once more, reaching your left arm up and over to your right. Stay for a couple breaths. Both hands high, breath in, slide your toes back in, returning your foot fully to the ground, hands to prayer. Here, lifting your right heel, same leg, we're gonna slide the toes back and up. Come back to center, inhale. Slide your toes back and up, exhale. Center. And once more, sliding your toes back and up. We'll keep the toes back, dropping your toes to the ground, keeping the leg back, toes to the ground. Breath in. On your exhale, bend your right knee, lifting your heel toward your seat. Flex your toes. Lower your toes back and down. Inhale. Bend your knee, heel toward your seat. Exhale, squeezing through the back of the thigh. Toes back and down. Breath in. Once more, lift. And releasing your toes back and down. Bring your foot back to center. Walk it out. Relax your arms. Shake it out. Hands to hips. On your exhale, send your right knee forward and up. Return your foot to the mat. Breath in. Send your knee forward and up. Breath out. Coming back to center. Inhale. Once more, send your knee forward and up. And then from here, press your heel forward, extending long through your leg. Breathe. Bend your knee, return your foot to the ground, and again, walk it out, shake it out. Hands to prayer. Lift your left heel, moving that all over to the other side. On your exhale, slide your left toes out to the left and up, engaging your outer hip into your obliques. Come back to center, inhale. Slide your toes out and up, exhale. Center. Once more, sliding your toes out and up, keeping your leg abducted, toes to the ground. Left hand to your hip or thigh, right hand high, breath in. As you exhale, reach up and over to your left. Come back to center, inhale. Reach up and over, exhale. Center. And once more, reach up and over, stay for a couple breaths. And then here, reaching both hands high, slide your toes back in, hands to prayer, returning your foot fully to the ground. Walk it out, relax your arms, shake it out. Hands to prayer, lift your left heel. On your exhale, slide your toes back and up, engaging your left glute. Come back to center, inhale. Slide your toes back and up, center. And once more, sliding your toes back and up, keeping your leg back, toes to the ground. Breath in. As you exhale, lift your heel toward your seat, bending your knee, squeezing through the back of the thigh. Toes back and down. Inhale. Lift your heel toward your seat, flex your toes. Back and down. Inhale. Once more, lift. And releasing your toes back and down, bring your foot back to center. Again, walk it out, shake it out. Here, hands to hips. On your exhale, send your left knee forward and up. Return your foot to the ground, breath in. Send your knee forward and up, breath out. Center, breath in. And once more, knee forward and up. And then here, press your heel forward, extending through the leg, squeezing through the quad, squeezing through your abs. Breathe. Bend your knee, return your foot to the ground, walk it out, shake it out. Here, send your right knee forward and up, Step your right foot far back behind you, landing on the ball of your foot, front knee in a lunge, knee above your ankle, high crescent lunge. Reach your arms up, inhale. Open to warrior two, back heel comes down, arms drop shoulder height. Straighten your front leg, breath in. Triangle, left hand forward and down, right hand high. Reverse warrior, return to your lunge, option to lift your front heel, lay your arms back. Warrior two. Pick your back heel up, dropping your right arm down, both hands high, breath in. Hands to prayer, twist to your left. Here you can stay tall or drop your right elbow toward your left knee. Chair twist, looking forward, step your back foot forward, drop your hips back and down. Unwind from your twist, breath in. Fold to ragdoll, feet hip width, hands opposite elbows, and feel free to sway, shake or nod your head. You might wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, or you can be mostly still. Sweeping your arms back, look forward, halfway lift. Chair, hips back and down, reach forward. Rise to mountain, reach up. Hands to prayer. Here, sending your left knee forward and up, breath in. Step your left foot back, far back behind you, landing on the ball of your foot. Lunge through the front knee, high crescent lunge. Reach your arms up, breath in. Open to warrior two, spinning your back heel down, arms drop, shoulder height. Straighten your front leg, breath in. Triangle, right hand forward and down, left hand high. Returning to your lunge, to reverse warrior. Returning to your lunge, option to lift your front heel, lay your arms back. Warrior two. High crescent lunge, back heel comes up, arms reach up, hands to prayer, twist to your right. And here you can stay tall or drop your left elbow toward your right knee. Look forward, chair twist, back foot forward, hips back and down. On your breath in, unwind from your twist. Ragdoll, fold, hands opposite elbows, and feel free to move or be mostly still. Halfway lift, sweep your arms back, look forward. High plank, palms come down, step your toes back, press strong with your hands, breath in, lower to belly and chest. Cobra, inhale, tilt your ribs up, soften your shoulders back. Child's pose. On your exhale, high plank, shift forward, bringing a little bend to your knees, breath in, downward facing dog. Send your right leg back and up, inhale. Step your foot forward, high crescent lunge, keeping your back heel lifted, reach up. Open to warrior two. Option to lift your front heel, lay your arms back. Reverse warrior. Side angle, front heel comes down, forearm light to your thigh, left hand high. High crescent lunge, reach your left arm back and down, back heel up, both hands high. Warrior 3, reach forward, lifting your back foot up off the ground. One leg mountain, back knee forward and up, hands to prayer. Return your foot to the ground, walk it out. Relax your arms, shake it out. Arms reach out and up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, sweep your arms back. High plank, palms come down, step your toes back. Press strong with your hands, breath in. Option to lower all the way or halfway. Thighs grounded or lifted for upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts back and up, inhale. Bring your foot forward, set it behind your left wrist, keeping your back heel lifted. High crescent lunge, reach up. Open to warrior 2. Reverse warrior, option to lift your front heel, lay your arms back. Side angle, front heel comes down. Left forearm light to your thigh, right hand high. High crescent lunge, reaching your right arm back and down. Back heel up, both hands high. Warrior 3, reach forward, lifting your back foot up off the ground. One leg mountain, back knee forward and up, hands to prayer. Return your foot to the ground, walk it out, shake it out. Arms reach out and up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Hands to shins or thighs. Look forward, breath in. High plank. Stay for an inhale. Lower all the way or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog. Child's pose. Knees wide, hips back, forehead rests on your mat. And here we'll find thread the needle. So sending your left arm underneath your right for a stretch through the back of your left shoulder. You can keep your neck neutral, forehead to the ground, or turn your head to the right. Whatever feels best for your neck here on this side. And here, releasing your left arm from underneath your right, reach it forward and switch. Right arm underneath your left, stretching here through the back of your right shoulder, forehead or cheek to your mat, so you can keep your neck neutral or turn your head to the left. Breathe. And then here, releasing your right arm from underneath your left, walk your hands back, shifting the weight of your hips, swing your legs out in front of you, heels to the top of your mat. Bring a little bend to your knees. Option here to bring a blanket to the head of your mat to support your head and neck. And then reaching forward, breath in, gently lower your back to your mat. Flexing your toes, press your right heel forward and up, lifting your leg up into the air. Let your leg fall open to your right. Come back to center. Bring your leg across your body to the left. Center, bend your knee, hands over your shin, hug your knee in. Right arm down, bring your knee across your body to the left. And bring your knee back to center, clasp your fingers behind your thigh, press your right heel high. Bend your knee, plant your foot on the ground, let your knee fall open to your right. Stay for a couple breaths. Bring your knee in, send your leg long, arms alongside your body, palms down, press your left heel forward and up, lifting your leg up into the air. Let your leg fall open to your left. Come back to center, bringing your leg across your body to the right. Center, bend your knee, hands over your shin, hug your knee in. Relax your left arm down, knee across your body to the right. Coming back to center, clasping your fingers behind your thigh, press your left heel high. Bend your knee, plant your foot on the ground, and let your knee fall open to your left. Couple breaths. And here, bringing your knee to center, extend your leg long, reach your arms up overhead, full body stretch. Crossing left ankle over right, slide your limbs over to your right. Couple breaths here. Returning to center, full body stretch, reach. Cross right ankle over left, slide your limbs over to your left. And coming back to center, finding again one more full body stretch. Plant your feet on the ground, arms come back down alongside your body. Separate your feet wide, windshield wiper your knees, letting your knees fall together from one side to the other. And coming back to center, soles of your feet together, butterfly knees, supine bound angle, one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. And then here, bringing your knees together, arms open to a T. Option to lift your knees up over your hips. Supine twist. Let your knees fall to one side, gazing up or opposite your knees. Knees to center, breath in. Let your knees fall to the other side, gazing again up or opposite your knees. And coming back to center, hands over shins. Excuse me. Hug your knees in. And then sending your legs long in front of you. Let your feet fall open, arms alongside your body, palms up, take up space. Together we breathe in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, letting everything go. Nothing left but to rest. Body, mind, breath. Here in our final pose, Shavasana. Rest here as long as you need. When you're ready, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, deepen your breath, waking up your body. Hi Bean. Bringing your knees toward your chest, reach your arms up overhead, breath in. Roll to one side or rock up, making your way back to a comfortable seated position. Resting again, your palms face down or face up on your knees. Lift your shoulders up, inhale. Roll your shoulders back and down, exhale. Hands to prayer, thumbs to the center of your forehead. Wisdom, clarity, peace, and love guide you through the rest of your day and throughout your week. Breath in. Open mouth, exhale, bowing forward. Namaste is an expression meaning the divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste. As always, thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you are, yes, the toe socks. Yeah, I really do appreciate the toe socks. I love the grippy socks thing. Thank you for being here. If you're finding value from these practices, be sure that wherever you're finding this, whether on Twitch or YouTube, especially those spaces where I have those goals, if you're finding me on Twitch, please do follow if you're finding value from these daily practices. I'll be on in about an hour-ish to guide a 15-minute mindfulness meditation, so do check that out. And on YouTube, subscribe. Be sure that you're subscribed if you're finding me there, whether live or on the replay, to keep up with the daily practices if you're finding value from these practices. And then share out with others who you think might find value from a daily movement and meditation practice. Thank you so, so much for being here. Thank you for being you. Take care of yourselves out there. Peace.